Thank you very much for joining me on this Friday. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. I want to get into where there could be a named storm, and there is a possibility of that now, so I want to break that down. It's going to be in this area, so I'm going to detail that for us and the possibility of that, what the computer models are showing. But more importantly, aside from that, because we know, aside from getting a named storm, that we could get some flooding, and we have been seeing that in spots. I know, for example, Trinidad and Tobago yesterday, Eastern Caribbean, we had some flooding, but you see this flare up here. This is the spot we're going to be watching over the next week or so, but still a lot of heavy rain back through Colombia, right on the edge of Panama now, and streaming up through the Cayman Islands. Cayman Islands, a better chance of some rain. We even had some rain back through Belize yesterday. We're right on the edge of it now, back through Honduras. So this is one spot. Now the focus in this area, this is what I'm seeing. So this is going to stay generally the same with a lot of moisture down here. So it's late November. We don't typically get a lot of storms at all. But with that said, the American model is now showing something spinning up. It usually shows something way out in time spinning up, but the American model, the GFS, has done the best this season with picking up on things developing. So right now it does have some sort of storm trying to develop in the Western Caribbean. The European model has not been good with picking up on where storms develop, but it has been, it did great with Ian as far as the track is concerned. It does well with the tracks, but that has no storm developing. The Canadian model has no storm developing. So most models, again, this is not a clickbait station. Most models don't have anything, but it does catch my interest that the American model does have something spinning up here because you see it for yourself too. We do have a lot of rain down in this area. Now, another spot I'm watching is the Gulf for a spin up, but I'm not seeing anything tropical in nature out of it because there's a lot of wind shear through here. But you see the rain and storms starting to bubble out. I'm going to get into the Gulf of Mexico in just a second. Eastern Caribbean, we're a little more settled at this point, which is good because we have had flooding in spots. So I'm going to break it down over toward Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia, Barbados ahead, Anguilla, Antigua, and Barbuda, Guadeloupe, Dominica, Martinique, back through the Virgin Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis, Montserrat, some scattered showers and storms back through Puerto Rico, but at least settling just a touch. All right, here's what's going on. So I'm going to keep an eye on this area for the rain and storms. This is today at 4 o'clock, but you see this rain here. Now, this is the area that may develop. It should be some sort of storm system, area of low pressure, but not seeing this spin up being really tropical in nature. Let me take you into tomorrow and stop it here. So this is by the time we get into tomorrow afternoon. And look at the rain down here. Again, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, watching out for the possibility of flooding, few inches of rain, 50, 75 millimeters of rain. But then we get this surge of moisture up toward Houston and then even swinging back toward Florida. Scattered showers and storms as we work our way back through Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, down through Dominica. Then let's get you forward into Sunday. This is by the time we get into Sunday. Still watching the rain down here. Honduras, Nicaragua, picking up a little bit over toward Belize, not quite as much Jamaica, spotty showers and storms, ABC Islands. But you see this rain here. Now, this is not going to, at least from what I'm seeing, develop into something tropical, but there is this big blob of rain here. This is on Sunday, and then it's going to eventually feed early in the week back toward Florida and even the northern Bahamas. We'll see that better chance of rain. So watching a little spin up here, but not really tropical in nature. This is where something could spin up and become tropical in nature. But regardless of that, seeing that higher chance of rain here. And then this is by the time we get into early next week, this moisture picking up the Bahamas, and this will feed into Florida. But you see here too, we're going to see a higher chance of rain, just an early heads up next week, early next week, higher chance of rain. U.S. Virgin Islands, British Virgin Islands, St. Martin, St. Croix, St. John, as we get back toward Guadeloupe and Barbados, seeing some more rain and storm. So as we go forward, let me take you into today and tomorrow with the forecast. Again, every island matters, small or large. We'll bring it back toward Barbados, for example, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, St. George's. Scattered showers and storms, a 40% chance today. Tomorrow, about a 30% chance, 30 degrees. It is going to be hot, but early next week, we'll see that rain chance that will be increasing around St. Lucia, for example. Higher chance of rain early next week, just a scattering of showers and storms. All right, so going forward, again, the Gulf, watching the heavy rain that will eventually move north. I'll keep an eye on that. Eastern Caribbean, some scattered showers and storms. Western Caribbean, that's where it is numerous. Widespread rain and storms. Panama, even building back a little bit. El Salvador, Guatemala, watching that as some of that will try to work inland. And then I'll watch out for the possibility, still low, but the possibility of a late season storm developing in the Caribbean. And I'll keep an eye on old front. Sometimes you get an old front that spins something up way out in the Atlantic, but again, that's usually not an issue. Next name on the list is Owen. Hopefully we don't get another named storm, but I'll be tracking things for you even in the off season. Paula and Richard, but hopefully we just end at Nicole, which we just had. But again, if something does spin up over the next week or two, it is Ian. About 2 weeks left officially in the hurricane season. So keep me posted on what's going on where you are. I appreciate those comments. I appreciate you sharing this channel. It's still very active for this time of year, not settling down yet, and it will stay active into next week. So thank you for being part of this channel. I hope you have a good day ahead.